today we're here to talk about ghosts.
Ghosts.
And we're about to turn on the spirit talker. Just because why not? We also have cat balls everywhere.
A lot of the times it's easier for people to just be like, it's not real.
Yeah.
Because they're scared.
Mm-hmm. They don't want it to be real because
Yeah.
they don't know what they would do if it was.
Are you calling the
Calling
police?
upon the Holy Spirit.
Oh, good. That's good.
I picked this up. I picked this up. And it said, "What's in your hand?" No, it's not. It wasn't. So whatever was.
Oh, no way. No way. No. I am done.
Okay, we're done with this. Okay, we're done talking.
Welcome to the REMPOD, where we research and experience all things mystical. Join us as we dive deep into topics such as mystical beings, paranormal, and mysterious creatures. If you have a topic you want us to cover, or you have some experiences of your own, leave them down in the comments below to be featured in an episode.
How are we going to intro us?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Or should we just act like...
It's a podcast, it's a podcast, this is the podcast song. It's a podcast, it's a podcast, it's the REMPOD. Hey, everybody.
Hey!
What's up, guys?
Oi!
Oi! Oi! What you what, mate? What are you talking about? We're talking about ghosts today.
Oi!
Oh, crikey. Hi
Welcome
to
the
REMPOD.
pod.
Hey!
Oh.
I'm Ginger.
I'm Miranda.
And we are your new GPS voices.
At the light, turn right.
Turn left.
I sound like Siri. You sound like
I
the...
don't know what I sound like. I sound weird.
The wise...
The
Waze...
Gandalf.
Waze girl.
Waze girl. That got me feeling some type of ways. So today we're here to talk about ghosts.
Ghosts.
It's a ghost.
He's a ghost.
Do you know the history of ghosts?
So that's the funny thing I looked up. It's kind of hard to tell when the first tracked ghost ever was.
Yeah. Who was the first ghost ever?
Yeah, who's the first person that died?
Jesus? No, not Jesus. That's dumb. Ignore me. I meant like, I guess it would be like
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve. Yeah, maybe. What about Lilith? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's up for debate who the first ghost was.
I think there's that they weren't keeping track records back then.
I don't think they were worried about ghosts back that time.
Like, they probably didn't even, like, care if someone died back then.
No, yeah. I don't think they did any sort of, like, investigating. I think it was, like, once you're dead, you're just, like, up in the heavens, and there was nothing else outside of that. It was just, like
bye.
Once you're dead, you're dead.
See you never.
You're done. You're done.
You're done.
You're done. You're done. But now, there's all this talk of ghosts and hauntings and spirits and apparitions and spooky things. But where do they come from? Where do they start? Where do they go?
Where did you come from?
Cotton Eye Joe.
Okay, so I looked up what is a ghost, and the internet tried to act like it didn't know what I was talking about.
That's weird.
Yeah, I was like, can you not? There's so many ghost hunters out there now. You can just pretend like they're not there.
What was it trying to tell you that a ghost was?
So, it said that a ghost is a supernatural entity or apparition that is believed to be the spirit or soul of a deceased person. Ghosts are often depicted as being translucent or transparent and having, aren't they the same?
Yeah, translucent, transparent. Yeah, I think, yeah.
And having human-like features such as arms, legs, and a head. They are typically associated with haunted locations or objects and are believed to be capable of interacting with the physical world in various ways, such as moving objects or making sounds.
And that's so funny because not all ghosts can move things. That's a
I know.
poltergeist.
But also, I thought they didn't know what a ghost was.
Yeah. But also, not all the spooky things, a lot of but alsos. All the spooky things that happen are not necessarily spirits or ghosts. What about demons or jinn? There's so many other forms of like spiritual entities other than just
energies.
Yeah, energies, entities, anything, whatever you want to call them. There's more than just the spirit of a dead guy.
Yeah.
But
Energies could have come from anything.
yeah.
Isn't there, I forget what it's called, like you can literally manifest something? You can make it
If you
like
put
your
like
fear.
you put that's what they call the vibes. You can change the vibes and put frequencies out there and like make things go the way you want them to go. But it's just, there's also the idea that energy cannot, well, not the idea, energy can only be created and not destroyed. So all of the energy that's inside of us, where does it go?
Yeah.
And if it can't go on to whatever's next, maybe it's just hanging out, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe that's how ghosts form. But also, if you think of all the haunted locations, there is some type of correlation between quartz deposits and limestone deposits, and just like it being on the ground where some type of like quartz or limestone is. Those are said to like they hold energy.
Yeah.
So if something is on top of one, or there's a lot of that material nearby, there tends to be more activity.
Like a battery.
Yeah. Kind of like some people say it's like a repeating, like a loop. Like people say ghosts are stuck in loops. And it could be because it's much like a computer stores things, the quartz and the limestone stores things. And so something could just be running and it's only going in a loop. But it also, who knows if it's just a loop? Because whenever you have those conversations, whether it be with the spirit box or the spirit talker, which I'm going to turn on. I have my phone on airplane mode, and we're about to turn on the spirit talker. Just because why not? We also have cat balls everywhere. Why not do a little mini investigation in a place that we don't know is haunted or not, doesn't seem haunted? Because didn't you come from a haunted location before? Your previous office was
Yes,
El Hauntado?
Yeah, I've made videos on it before, and it was terrifying, and I'm glad we're out of there. But also, all of these objects, a lot of them are from thrift stores and whatnot.
Yeah.
Especially our featured doll that you would have seen in the trailer.
Yeah, we had that little promo, and it's got this little jester clown who just spins around like this.
And I got her at first because she just looks haunted. Look at her, come on.
She looks great. I love it. Yeah, it's super creepy.
And you even saw she was performing for you the other day.
Oh, she really was, and she stopped at the same exact thing every single time.
Yeah.
And like as soon as I was ready to end the video was exactly when she would stop.
Yeah. And then we were figuring out where we should put her, and Ginger put her down on the table just so we could talk about it. And then it started to go off. And the back of it is how it goes off.
Yeah, you have to twist it. And I did not twist it.
She just sat it down on the table, and then it was just like, oh, okay.
Maybe it had a residual twist. Who knows? Oh,
she's got
we've got a word.
Who is it?
Bullet.
Oh, good.
Awesome. Oh yeah, our back door was open before we started.
Yeah, and doesn't do that.
No, yeah, this is our first episode of this, and we started it off with a bunch of creepy things, one after the other, just going on. But yeah, I've got a cat ball behind Miranda. I've got a cat ball behind me. We have some on the shelves over there. Oh, Bullet. I was killed. So also with this podcast, you're going to get a little mini investigation.
Is it the doll? It didn't go off till we started to talk about.
No, yeah, it hasn't gone off until we started talking about the doll. But
can you tell us what color you are so we know who you are?
It says blue and gold. I'll laugh.
I'll cry.
You'll cry. You'll cry. I'll laugh. There'll be tears either way.
I feel like we both are nervous laughers.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like you guys the next video you see will be our ghost investigation.
Oh yeah.
So be ready for that. But when we both get scared, we just laugh. We just like,
okay. Okay, Albert. We got a name. Albert.
Why do I feel like that came up before?
We're gonna have to like research the names and everything for this. Demonstrate.
If that thing.
I got the chilies.
I got the chills too because I thought I heard.
That was weird. That'd be funny. You might hear it through the mic if it does. I mean, if it goes off, you'll see it spin. Well, we will. I don't know if you guys will. But there are a few things on the topic of ghosts so basically, there are skeptics out there that don't think that ghosts and spirits are real, I guess. and that there's a scientific explanation for everything. And most of the time, yeah, again, the quartz and the limestone and all that. But when you have video evidence of like for lack of better words, just like a blob of shadow just going across the screen.
Yeah.
What is your scientific explanation for that other than like, oh, well, they doctored the footage?
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of the times it's easier for people to just be like, it's not real.
Yeah.
Because they're scared.
Mm-hmm. They don't want it to be real because
Yeah.
they don't know what they would do if it was.
Yeah. Because it's weird. Something's there that you cannot see.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can.
Yeah. And I was looking on the interwebs. 6 possible explanations for ghosts. It said nasty.
Well, we're nice, so you need to be nice.
We mean no disrespect, and we are just letting you communicate with us, whoever you are. Albert, if it's still you. Feel free to set off a cat ball, set off the EMF, or speak through the spirit talker.
Or speaking to right here, and we'll literally hear you immediately.
If that...
I just got the chills. I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, if that
Albert.
happens.
Albert, you know what? You can stay away.
Hey. Sorry. So there are, from what this thing says, at least a few possible explanations. It would be, so they say low frequency. Essentially, anything above 20,000 hertz, your eyes. I hear with my eyes. Your ears cannot really parse or like hear very well. 20,000 hertz, for example, the echolocation call of a bat.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposedly not really. Are you afraid? No, I'm not afraid. I'm more afraid of people than I am of ghosts or anything like that. Why should I be afraid of you? Are you going to hurt us? Because you don't have permission to.
You're not allowed to touch us.
You're not allowed to touch us. You don't have permission to hurt us. We're protected by the white light. You honestly don't even have permission to be here, but we're allowing you to speak because we want to know what's going on and we want information to make sure you're able to pass on to the other side. And if you're not, maybe we can help.
Oh
I'm talking to the doll as though I like think or know that it is that doll.
What if something is...
I don't know. These are not on. This one is on.
Like, what if it came from...
Oh, that just...
Why do I feel like
It said animal.
We literally... The boy, David, he was right next to the dog.
David!
I just got chills.
I did too. Yeah. Okay.
So that's a sneak peek for next week's
You'll
video.
see that eventually. Okay. All right,
Wait.
well...
Is it by an animal?
Were you killed by an animal? Wait, it said bullet first. Bullet, I was killed. Albert, demonstrate. Nasty, are you afraid? Animal. Somebody put that together. Figure out what's going on.
Help us.
Help
Anyways.
us out.
Stop
Help.
distracting us. What?
It just said help. I can't even. I said help us out, and it said help as I said help us out.
See?
Okay.
Proof. Right there. We're not even looking for it.
That was weird. That
Okay.
was weird.
When the two of us are in the room, a room together,
Mm-hmm.
spooky stuff just happens.
It really does. I really think one of us has an attachment, and I think I know it's for both of us, you know.
Or it just knows that when both of us are together,
Mhm.
we both like accept.
Yeah, that could be.
And they're like, oh, we can talk to them. They look for us sometimes.
The timing of that saying help was weird.
Yeah, I thought you were reading it because it popped up.
Nope, I was saying someone help us parse together
Oh.
what. Hey, Evelyn. Thanks for joining. We need to do research on Albert and Evelyn in this location, I guess. But back to our 20,000 hertz. I swear that thing moved.
Oh, stop. I thought I heard it.
It looked like it was sitting in a different direction than it was before.
She literally just stares right into your
She
soul.
really does. She really, really does.
Okay.
But 20,000 hertz is about the echolocation, the echolocation of a bat call. Or the echolocation call of a bat. We aren't supposed to be able to hear those. Sometimes I really think I have weird hearing. I can hear a dog whistle. Yeah, no one believes me. And then one time we were out at dinner and Don decided to download that app on his phone, play a dog whistle in the middle of dinner. And I like stopped and I looked around and I was like kind of twitching because it hurt. And I'm like, what is that noise? And then he was like, all right, fine. I believe you now. I was like, it freaking hurt.
Okay. Sorry, this is off topic, but it
It's
just
okay.
reminded me of something. Do you know, like, the electric lighters, like the new ones that came out like a year or two ago, where it's just like a switch and it's like the little zappy
Yeah,
lightning?
they've got like a little high-pitched
Yeah,
tone that comes out
that-
of them. Yeah,
Hurts my ears so bad.
yeah.
And everyone else is like, what are you
Nobody can
talking about?
hear it. No one can hear it.
That's why we can hear the ghost.
It's like the things they have in Home Depot to keep the birds out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear those too.
Yeah,
I
it's
used to not
like-
be able to go into Home Depot because of it.
It like digs into your bones.
It hurts. It makes my skull tingle.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to our
Thank you
podcast.
for listening to our podcast. And you're welcome. We are always happy to listen to any entities that would like to explain what's going on. Or wouldn't it be something if a spirit or entity could explain how that side of the realm really works?
I was thinking about asking that like scientific questions next time we go on a ghost investigation.
Yeah, I think that would be cool.
Be like,
It's
can
like-
you see us?
Yeah, and then with like the hertz thing, under 20 hertz, there's about 22% of people that whenever they hear anything under 20 hertz, they start to get this feeling of like uncomfortableness and fear, and it's like just a fear, like revulsion. And it's just they don't feel right when they hear it, and so that's one of. I'll tell you what it said in a second.
Wait, it got cold.
Yep.
Stop,
Yep.
stop.
That's
stop,
one
stop.
of that's one of those things where maybe it's a frequency that they're hearing, whether it be from lightning, diesel engines, loudspeakers. All those things can cause low frequencies that can make you feel odd and uncomfortable. So
Interesting.
that's one of those explanations of ghosts. It said look below.
Yeah, now my legs got chills. I don't know.
As
if
soon as
it's
it
like-
said that, like my legs started to get cold, and I looked down and it said look below.
Stop. My legs are literally freezing right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's not even funny. It's getting
Yep.
colder.
What's up? I think Evelyn shooting. It
said
started
bullet.
with bullet and it's got shooting. This was a bank.
I told you I don't like that area, and that's where
This
you
was
saw
a
something.
bank. That is where I saw something. That is absolutely where I saw something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was weird that day.
All right.
Yeah,
know
this
what?
was a bank. The building we used to be in. Not building we used to be. The building we're currently in used to be a bank. So I don't know if it was ever robbed.
We should look it up.
Because we can look up and see if there's anybody named Albert or Evelyn. Oh, so much information to look up. That's gonna be fun. That can be part of our podcast.
Yeah.
Is
The next one.
during our investigation stuff,
We investigate
investigate
the
the podcast,
podcast.
and then we look up and see if anything matches up. 'Cause
Wow.
I don't know the history of this
Me neither.
building. I do know how to open a bank safe though.
Yeah, she cracked the code.
I cracked the code. I used to work at a bank. Not this one. So a second thing that can be used to explain away the supernatural or ghosts or whatever. Mold. Good morrow to you two. It said good morrow. It's an old soul. Nobody says good morrow anymore. Good morrow.
Did you just hear that?
I did just hear that. I'm assuming it was River.
That sounded like in that chair.
Maybe it's sitting down. It's hanging out with us. What's up? Good morrow to you two, Evelyn and Albert. Thank you for being here.
Howdy.
I feel like, howdy doody. But mold, so a lot of people have adverse reactions to mold, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain molds where if you inhale them or you get them in your lungs, it can cause like neurological symptoms.
Yeah, like you hallucinate.
Yeah, and so they like to say that, hi, Alice. We have another name. They like to say that mold can cause people to hallucinate or see like or feel like there's something there. It messes with your brain.
But to me, I think it's just excuses.
I do too. It feels like they're just reaching. And then the same one where it's they said that scientists have made a firm connection between places that have hauntings and places that have mold. And it's like, well, yeah, because most places that are haunted have a history, have a story, they've got a life behind it.
They're old.
They're old houses, and there's going to be mold. I mean, there's mold in new houses too that aren't haunted.
Yeah.
But there's mold in old houses, and apparently that means that that's
ghost.
why there's a ghost. So mold, and then carbon monoxide. But carbon monoxide, I'm not so sure on. I've known people that have had carbon monoxide poisoning, and that is not.
You just get like headaches.
You have to. You don't even know what's happening, but because there's no smell, you just get tired and then you fall asleep and then you die. But carbon monoxide does kind of cause your systems. Ew. What is that word? I don't know what that word is. GAOL.
I upside down. It looked like it said gold, not gold. Goal.
Yeah.
Right as you were saying. Then you fall asleep and you die. Goal. That's what I thought it said.
What is GAOL? Let's look.
We're gonna take a break really quick.
Yeah.
And look up that word.
Yeah, we're gonna look
Be
up that
right
word.
back.
Give us one quick second. Oh no! Did you restart the recording?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. As I was looking up trying to figure out what it is. Okay, so GAOL. It is to put someone in jail?
Yeah. To put in jail, but
Yeah.
wait.
Noun is gaol, but it's jail. But then this thing, as I was looking it up to figure out what it means, it said, I'm playing games.
Ugh. Stop it. We're not messing with any
It's playing
tricksters.
games. Again, this was a bank. It said bullet shooting and now jail. And it's playing games. Noah. My spine tingled. You do not have permission to attach to me. You do not have permission to possess me or enter.
You're only
me
allowed
at
to
all.
speak to us.
You
currently.
can speak to us, but you cannot attach to us or try to possess us. We do not give permission, and we are protected.
I like
Ugh.
how we keep looking over here as
I
if
know.
it's something on our wall.
Yeah.
Anyway, stop
anyway.
distracting us.
Yeah. So, again, with the power of suggestion being the other one, where twins. The power of suggestion, like with spirit boxes. If someone's playing the recording of a spirit box on a video, and they have captions pre-written out, of course you're going to hear what those captions say. So sometimes, yes, I can understand people are playing towards the fact of they want you to hear a certain thing.
Yeah.
But do you think that the power of suggestion when it comes to ghosts is really that strong? Or do you think that I think some people are affected more than others when it comes to the power of suggestion.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the stupid trend that was like that audio. And it was either like you hear Laurel or...
Yeah, I never got those. It never sounded like either.
No, I could make myself hear both, and I know a lot of people could only hear one.
Yeah.
And I could literally hear both or it not at all.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, when we do the Estes method, that takes away the power of suggestion, so it makes it legit.
It's whatever that person with the headphones on is hearing.
Yeah.
So you can't... All you get to hear is what is said by the person listening, and the person listening can't really be suggested something either way because they're literally they're the ones hearing it. Edith. We have so many names to look up.
That one was old.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the
Noah and
Whoa.
Edith. Maybe. But then when you're in a house and doors open or close, I guess a lot of people have like stories of doors opening, doors closing, just things shifting. And if you have wooden doors, you have to account for wood movement because wood expands and contracts with the weather. So that I can understand. It's like sometimes the doors get stuck and then other times they don't because if the wood is expanding, yeah, it's going to get stuck. And then when it's like hot and it's contracted and there's not as much moisture in the wood, a lot easier to open.
Yeah. Or like a metal door that's right
Yeah.
behind us that shouldn't.
Right. And then, but still with a wooden door frame on a metal door, the door frame would move. Like it would expand and contract. I can't protect you, it says.
Who are you trying to protect?
We are already protected, but I appreciate that you want to protect us.
Thank you for the efforts.
Thank you for the efforts. And it is okay that you cannot protect us because we are already protected, so that's no worries. But the draft of like, when you open a front door and the back door is open and someone goes to like close something and it slams and you're like, oh God, I didn't mean to slam the door.
Yeah.
Because the wind and draft and air pressure just going through the house kind of affects it.
Or also at my house, when the air turns on, all the doors
They jiggle.
shut.
Yeah. It's like if something is slightly open and your air turns on, all of a sudden like,
Yeah.
and it just slams. And it's like, oh God.
Yeah.
But it's just the air.
But also at my house, my bedroom door is wood and everything, but it'll open by itself.
Yeah.
But like so distinctly that it's not the
Yeah.
wood moving. Like literally I'd be sitting there and the door would just be like that fast.
Fast.
No, like whoop.
Oh.
And it's like, and the air didn't do that because it would have shut.
Prison.
What'd it say?
Prison.
Stop it.
I think we're getting a bank robbery. I think we're getting a bank robbery.
What if it's just
Samuel.
what if it's just like a residual?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if we're in the middle of a bank robbery right now. And like maybe Edith and Noah were talking and they were saying that I can't protect you from like the bank robber.
I have chills
Weird.
everywhere.
Weird. We're definitely looking that up later.
Oh,
Could we get
it said look below. That might not have been for us.
look below?
Yeah, like the cash register.
Yeah, because they're below the tables and then the safe is on the ground in the back.
Okay.
But then the other reasoning for the explanation of why ghosts and spirits might not be real and why people think they are.
What?
It's a doorway.
No way.
No, doorway. It's a doorway.
Did you open the door earlier?
Probably was trying to get out from being robbed. But we like being afraid. People like to be scared. They like the thrill of it sometimes. Like some people like the thrill of it. They like the feeling of like, ooh,
Adrenaline?
suspense. Yes, adrenaline. And so that could be a reason where you're like, you really want to believe in ghosts. And so you just end up thinking they're real because you like the idea of being afraid.
Yeah. I mean, some people experience ghosts when they're not looking for it and they don't believe. Like skeptics get turned
yeah.
into believers because
Oh, yeah.
like you don't have to be looking for it to see it all the time.
It said scared. Everything it is saying has just like, it's either bank robbery or correlating with what we're talking about. And again, phone is on airplane mode.
So it can't be listening to us right now.
It's not. That's so wild. It said scared. We're going to look up, see if this bank was ever robbed. I want to know. I'm curious.
Watch out.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Weird.
At least it's like noon right now.
Yeah. Oh, so that's the other thing. Do you think ghosts only haunt at night?
No, I don't know why everyone thinks.
Why do people think that you have to wait until nighttime to start investigating or for spooky things to happen? Why does everyone wait till it's dark? Well, again, because they want to be scared. But
Well, I get like 3 a.m. or whatever is like when
witching hour.
the veil is open. If they want to do something, they'll do something.
Right.
I don't think they need to wait for a certain time.
If they want you to know that they're there, they're gonna let you know that they're there.
They're
They
gonna
don't
say,
care what
"Watch
time of
out."
day it is. Yeah. That's why I think it's funny, like, oh, watch a scary movie, but like during the day. And it's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the time of day. They don't just disappear during the day. They're not vampires, not sleeping during the day and only out at night. Like, I always thought that was so wild.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
Or, okay, this has got nothing to do with what we're talking about today, but do you think ghosts get trapped?
I think there are ways to secure a ghost or something to a spot, like depending on what the entity is. Like demons have Dybbuk boxes. Ghosts, they usually stay attached to like an item or something because they can't pass by, or they really feel attached to a specific item. And so that's what they are. We make the noises.
I'm glad we have headphones on so we can't hear you.
Can't hear any of the noises. But thank you for letting us know that it's you.
Good job.
Thanks.
Keep up the great
We
work.
make the noises. They also make the noises to let you know that they are there. So if they are attached to an item and the item is in a specific place and you keep it in that place, then I guess technically you have trapped them. But as far as like trapping a ghost, I don't know the exact way to trap a ghost.
Okay, so like when people are like, oh, this room in our house is so haunted. You really think they can't just like walk through the wall?
Yeah. No,
Like what makes you think they're stuck in a room?
it's also the idea of like portals, like
Yeah.
a mirror facing a mirror.
Yeah.
They say that those are a portal. And if there's two mirrors facing each other in one place, two mirrors facing each other in another place, who's to say that a ghost in this mirror over in this location can't go through this mirror and then through this mirror to
Yeah.
the other location?
So do you believe in mirror portals?
Oh, yeah. That's why scrying is so touchy, and you have to be careful when you do it.
Yeah. So
We got Albert again.
I told you I think it did that
It's the
before.
second name. It's the second time that name has come up.
Anyway, nice to meet you, Albert. We
know you're
say
here.
hello.
You're still chilling. Been chilling.
What was I gonna say?
What about portals?
Oh, yeah. I had mirrors in my room before facing each other,
Ooh.
and my one of the mirrors literally flung off the wall at 3 a.m.
At 3 a.m.
Yes.
Exactly at 3 a.m.
Yes.
Jeez.
And River is proof because
Does it hit him?
No. I literally woke up and he had just like messaged me or something.
Oh, and so your text message.
Yeah,
was-
I was like, this
that's
might sound weird, don't judge me, but my mirror just fell off the wall at 3 a.m.
Wow.
So there's proof of that. I didn't make it up.
Yep. I can't remember a time where I've had two mirrors like facing each other in a room. I usually only have one. Right now I just have one very large mirror in my room. I have stayed in a hotel in Panama City that the room was literally all mirrors. Like every single wall was a mirror. What did you just say? What did you just say
My mirror
happened?
was thrown
Off the wall. It just said throw.
Was it you?
Was tunnel. Ooh. Ew.
What tunnel?
I don't know. That gave me chills.
Is there any tunnels around here?
There's tunnels under Pensacola. There's underground tunnels.
Wow.
There's a 5-hour video on it. I got sucked down that rabbit hole and watched. Yeah, no, there's tunnels under Pensacola. I don't know if the majority of them are all collapsed at this point, especially after the hurricanes and stuff.
Oh,
but
yeah.
no, there used to be or may still be tunnels. It said Mavis.
What is that? A word or a name?
It's a name. I worked with a girl named Mavis
Really?
once. Yeah,
Never heard that.
she's all right.
What if we're on a tunnel right now?
Probably. You ever heard of ley lines?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another thing with the ghosts and supernatural things happening is a lot of things that do occur often happen on top of a place that is on a ley line.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah. And I need to do mirror research. I can't word. I need to do more research on ley lines. I used to know a little bit more than I do. Kind of just haven't looked them up in a while. And so my brain was just like, we don't need that info anymore. But there are a few places that I want to investigate or look up that are just literally on top of a ley line.
Around here?
Just in general. We should look up ley lines and see if Pensacola or any surrounding areas go over top of any. I think there was one in Alabama. I think it's a place called Op. I get uncomfortable mentioning that place.
I never heard of it.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't know why. But they are basically on top of a ley line. Yeah, we should look up and then go investigate somewhere.
Sorry, no. I didn't mean to freak you.
Holy Spirit.
Activate.
It's a
Activate.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Whoo!
They just activated the Holy Spirit.
They did. We activated the Holy Spirit. No, I think it would be fun to investigate something directly on top of a ley line.
Yeah, we got to do some research. Some more research.
Should we take a break and pause the stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to take a break and we'll be back to tell you about how we EVP'd our pants.
Call.
Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters!
Are you calling the
Calling
police?
upon the Holy Spirit.
Oh, good. That's good. Good news. Praise the Lord.
I was saying the Our Father prayer. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
Oh, we need that
As it
phone.
is in heaven. Hello? Hello? I think I just EVP'd my pants.
That should be the audio. That should be the audio every time.
Hello? I think I just EVP'd my pants. Hello? I think I just EVP'd my pants.
All right, it's time for our new segment.
Yeah, right. This is the part where we talk about experiences that we have had. Be careful. We will be
Of
careful.
what?
I don't know. But we should be careful, I guess.
Well, the Holy Spirit's here,
The
so.
Holy Spirit's protecting us. White light is protecting us. Where we talk about our experiences that we've had personally. Because the REM podcast, or REMPOD, is where we research and experience all things mystical.
Yes.
So this is the part where we've done the research and now we talk about the experiencing.
Yes.
So I will let you go first because I would love to hear some of yours because I know you have some wild ones.
There's like the house I'm in now. There's the house in Maryland that we moved from. There's when I was a baby, I saw a creature.
Yikes.
Did you not hear about that one?
The baby, you're a baby with a creature. All right.
I was literally like 5. Literally. Maybe even younger. What?
Your door,
What?
there's, I know people walk outside on that sidewalk, and so I'm just not sure if it was River, if it was a human going to like the store, or if it was a car or a ghost. What? Hi, why?
What?
Why? I picked this up. I picked this up, and it said, "What's in your hand?"
What's it to you?
It's a monster, all right? I'm drinking Monster out of a glass, okay? It's normal.
Yeah, why? Do you want some?
That's what's in my hand. The timing, though.
That was the most on point thing.
The help, and then the scared when we're talking about wanting to be afraid. And now, what's in your hand as soon as I pick this up?
So you're intelligent.
Oh, it's intelligent.
Thank you.
Wow. So we actually have a guest on our podcast today. I would like to welcome the many ghosts of this bank.
Albert, apparently.
Albert, Edith. Okay. Albert, Noah, Edith, Alice, Mavis. There were some other ones in there, and I apologize if I'm leaving out the names.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Happy to have you.
Happy haunting.
Happy hauntings.
Sorry.
So you were sense. So,
Yeah.
yes, we sense you. Yep. We've got senses. We sense that you are here.
We had our spidey senses.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So you were a
Anyways.
child. You were a baby. You're 5.
A baby.
A baby with creatures.
Yeah. And I was at most 5. So I could have been like 3 to 5
Yeah.
range. And we were in my mom's room, and from her room, if the door's open, you can see into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were just hanging out in there watching TV or whatever, and I looked into the kitchen, and my mom was like, "What are you doing?" Because I like froze, and she said my face turned white, like everything drained from, like I literally saw a ghost. And I remember it, and even she will describe that I said, "There's a man in the kitchen, and he's going like this."
I can't even imagine being just like a little young child walking into my house, seeing somebody I don't recognize, looking at me going, "Hey, little kid.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
What are you doing?"
And I remember it was just a shadow. Like, it wasn't like a real person was there. It was like a shadow doing like,
Weird.
you know, like people try to
Yeah.
scare little kids going like that.
His.
Stop it.
You are his friend.
No.
No.
Oh, and I had, from that time frame, I had an invisible friend named Chaldea.
Okay.
And I've looked it up. That's not a name.
It is now.
It's my friend's name.
Yeah.
His name is Chaldea.
I don't know that I ever had. It says help me.
What do you need help with?
Do you need help passing to the other side? I reminisce here.
So
They're from this building, I guess. There's something that happened in this building, and they reminisce here. They're here.
Oof.
And they
Oh, I
help
saw
me. I
something.
reminisce here. Help me. I reminisce here. You're allowed to leave. You can move on. You don't have
You're not
to
alive
stay.
anymore. You're not
Like,
trapped in
You're
this
not-
realm.
Yeah, you're not trapped here. You can leave whenever you want. You have permission to leave. Mess.
Did someone make a mess?
Someone made a mess. I mean, we made a mess. I don't know. Life's a mess.
Or did the event?
The event made a mess. I wonder, like, you know how you can see blood and stuff with, like, specific lights? What if we got those lights and, like, just shined it around this building?
I have that old night vision camera, and I walked around here before. I didn't make it far because all the lights were off, and I was in here by myself.
Okay, we'll do that later. We have to do that. We'll record ourselves doing that.
Yeah. So do you have any stories, or should I say more?
You can gladly say more.
Because I don't think, first off, it would trigger, like, things are just going to trigger memories of paranormal experiences.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'll say one more, and then if you have one, you can say it,
Okay.
and then if it inspires something else, I'll say something.
Yes.
So,
I'm from the 1800s.
good morrow.
Good morrow. Makes sense now. Well then.
There's no way this building has been here that long.
I mean, the building, no. The land, yes. What was on here before? We got a lot of research to do after this.
My brain's just like, well, this, no. hold on. Anyway, so moving on, we moved to another house. Same thing. In Maryland, that's like, there's just giant houses
Maryland is
that are
creepy.
separated into different.
This is my home, it said.
Well, this isn't a house, so.
It may have been once upon a time.
Albert!
Albert and Edith and Alice. Who knows?
Okay, Albert and Edith sound like they belong together.
And Noah.
That's the old name.
Yeah.
So anyway, we moved to another apartment, and our backyard connected with my best friend's backyard. But, like, we were in different neighborhoods. It's weird. It was weird. Like,
Yeah.
there's a chain link fence separating our backyards, but we were from different neighborhoods. So anyway, all we would do to hang out is just jump the fence and go hang out with each other.
As you do.
So one day she came over, and we were probably like 10-ish, around there. I don't know exact age, but we were hanging out outside on my trampoline, and we had a chain link fence around the front of the yard too, and it had like the gate, you unhook it and open it,
Mm-hmm.
but it said beware of dogs. We didn't have dogs, but it was just like a security,
Yeah.
beware of dogs. So It was like, you know when it's like getting really dark and it's like blue hour, so everything's like barely visible?
Yeah.
We were out there that late, and me and my friend were just on our trampoline, as you do when you're 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
And we look over at the gate, and there's a shadow right next to that sign, like shorter than the fence. Chain link fence are only like half the height of a person.
Okay.
But the person was only as high as the fence.
Was it the shape of a person?
Yes.
Or, okay.
And the creepiest part about it, it looked like they were holding a video camera. Because there was a red light glowing, like in...
I was wondering if you were going to say red light.
Why?
Okay,
Did
it's
it
nothing to
say-
do with this.
Okay,
It said
okay.
it has said a few things
Did
since
it?
you started talking. I didn't want to interrupt you. It said trapped here when Sean.
Trapped here, we were just talking about that.
Trapped here when Sean. They were trapped here when Sean
Did
did
what?
something. I don't know. That's why I've been not saying anything, because it's starting to form a sentence. A small, short shadow with red glowing light that looked
Yeah.
like a camera.
Yeah.
You know what a hellhound is?
Oh my gosh, stop it.
Just saying. Oh, soldier. So from the 1800s, and now we get soldier, and then trapped here when Sean, soldier. I wonder if there's something that's trapping stuff here. I don't know.
A soldier.
Soldier, maybe. But yeah, have you ever? You know what a hellhound is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about
Yeah.
shorter than a chain link fence, red
Mhm.
glowing eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So needless to say, we ran inside,
Oh, good.
and yeah, that's all the memory. The memory
Dang.
stops there.
There was, so when I was in high school, I have a lot of these, but this is why I don't use Ouija boards anymore.
Mm.
When I was in high school, I was living with a friend of mine and her family, because my family had gone up to West Virginia to take care of my grandfather. He had Alzheimer's and dementia.
Mm-hmm.
So they were up there taking care of him. I was living with my friend out on the beach in Panama City. We decided to use a Ouija board.
As you do.
As you do, as you know, teenagers like to have a good time. So we're sitting on her bed, using the board. Trust me.
No.
I don't know if I can trust you, so I will hold on to my trust until you have shown that you are trustworthy. But anyway, we were on the bed using this Ouija board, and her house was a 2-story, and her balcony was facing the road. So we could open her balcony and go out on the patio little thing and look at the road.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while we were using this board, it said that we were talking to somebody named Chase, and that there was a car wreck right outside her house, and that's how he died.
Mm-hmm.
And so after doing that, she was asking a few questions. I don't remember the exact questions that were asked anymore. It's been a long time. One of the questions she asked, we immediately ripped our hands off of the board and put our backs against the wall because we didn't want to be facing the rest of the room because we saw a shadow. And it wasn't a car. It wasn't the car, a headlight shadow from cars. It was a shadow on a wall that should not have been able to cast a shadow. It was across the whole opposite side of the room, just this humanoid shadow just walking across, and we were like, absolutely not. So we went and we're sitting on her bed, and here's the part where I don't remember. I don't know if we said goodbye.
Oh gosh.
And so it started to feel uneasy, and the board started not making a whole lot of sense. It was spelling words that were probably words that we didn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just stopped. And I don't know if we said goodbye or not, but we put the board away, and I have not touched one since. And it's not that spooky of a story, but the feeling that we got when we were using it was enough to be like, nope, done. Never again.
Yeah.
Never again.
I've never touched a Ouija board because my mom has used the Ouija board. And she said she was a teenager and they were all hanging out. It was like a group of 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all using the Ouija board in her room. And back in the day, when you had CDs, they were stacked up super high.
Yeah.
And they were playing the Ouija board. And then all of a sudden, they all flew across the room.
Ooh, and that takes force. That's
Yeah.
not just a matter of like it falls.
Yeah.
That's like someone had to shove that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And so she never touched the Ouija board. And then ever since I was like interested in spooky stuff, she was like, just don't use the Ouija board. What did that just say?
It says I'm finding it difficult. I think it's finding it difficult to continue talking because it's needing to take energy. We haven't even looked at the battery on devices to see if maybe it's stealing battery, have we?
Don't ruin our podcast, please.
Oh God, yeah, could you imagine? How much battery does your laptop have?
Oh, it's still
Okay,
still
cool.
full.
I haven't looked at that camera to see how much battery it has. We can look at it in a minute when we have to take another break.
When we take our next break.
Yeah. It may just be finding it difficult to communicate, or maybe finding it difficult to listen to our stories. I don't know. But I know my best friend, Tasha, back in Panama. Well, she's not back in Panama City. She lives here. When we all were back in Panama City at her house, there was a time. I really like to think it was her brother playing a joke. He swears up and down it was not him.
Oh gosh.
We were in the living room. It was late at night. We're getting ready to fall asleep, and her and I would like have little like radio CD player things on. We would listen to like 97X or Korn or something to go to sleep. And we would just listen to the same thing as we were going to sleep, and we were talking until fell asleep. I woke up, and the way the couch is, so you have here's one couch, here's another couch, and then fireplace, television, computer, and computer chair. What color are your eyes?
Blue.
Mine are green-ish. They're hazel, but they're usually more green tinted. It just said green eyes. So, thanks. Yes, I have green eyes sometimes. Just depends on the lighting in the day. I'm on this couch. Computer chair, computer. I woke up and I felt weird. And so I went to go sit up, and as I sat up, I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and I turned to look. There was something sitting in the computer chair, just very plainly, fully sitting in the computer chair. There was no doubt that it was, what is that? It was there. It was there, and it was a black figure, and it had no determining features. Like I could not figure.
Ew.
No clue.
I'm covered
And
in chills.
do you know what I did?
What?
I said, nope. And I laid back down, and I covered myself back up, and I closed my eyes until I went back to sleep and woke up in the morning.
Oh, wow.
And I've figured out that is what I do. If I see a figure,
Ignore it?
I literally go, nope. And I close my eyes and I go lay back down, because another time I was at a different friend's house. I was much younger. The ground.
The cemetery.
Hi, David. Maybe he didn't listen and he came with us anyway.
He came with the cat balls.
Maybe. I left you a cat ball, though. I gave you one.
You'll see in the
specifically
next
left
video.
one there. Sarah.
That's my best friend's name. From Maryland.
Oh my, you were just talking about Maryland. Did she have green eyes?
I think so.
You have to ask her. Weird.
I think so. They're either blue or green.
Most eyes. We'll have to find out. Weird. I was staying at my friend Stephanie's house. This was also in Panama City. I was a kid. I was like in elementary school. She had this clown that was like sitting in a little trapeze thing like this. And it was like a little swing, and it was hanging from her ceiling. And so it would just sit there. Fell asleep one night over there, just spending the night after a day of fun. I wake up. The clown is dangling upside down.
Stop it.
Yep. The clown is dangling by his legs upside down like you would a normal trapeze artist would, like hanging upside down. I insist. Yes, I'm insisting that it was haunted. It was hanging upside down, and I looked at it and I said, nope. Then I closed my eyes and I went back to sleep. Except this time I woke up again, and it was sitting there, arm out to the side, hanging by one hand, one leg up, one leg down, like it was doing a pose.
Like you caught it.
Uh-huh. And I said, nope. And I laid back down. I put the Alexander in heaven. Okay.
Math ain't mathin'.
Weird. Maybe Alexander is in heaven and they're trying to get to
They're
Alexander.
talking about him.
Yeah. But then I fell back asleep and I woke up and the clown was back to normal. Just sitting in its normal pose.
Could see it.
So no one has any idea.
Okay, last question, then we're taking our last break. Was it supposed to move?
No.
Okay.
No, it was not. It was just a
Okay.
doll. It was just a doll clown on a trapeze thing sitting just as a decoration in her room, but hanging from the ceiling.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough of that.
All right.
Why do they have to be so creepy?
Oh, why are you gonna be so creepy?
Exactly. All right, we're taking our last break and we'll be right back.
Myself, 14. Somebody that's 14 years old, maybe. Weird. Welcome back. And
Sarah is 14?
maybe
Or Alexander?
Sarah insists that Alexander is in heaven, but she herself is 14. I don't know.
Where did you come from?
Where did you go? Cotton Eye Joe. So none of the cat balls have gone off.
That we know
At
of.
least I haven't seen any go off.
When I look like that is because I couldn't see it, so I was looking to see if
Oh,
I could see
the reason I was looking off during that one story, something peeked behind the curtain.
it. Stop it.
Very distinctly saw somebody peek around the corner. And it wasn't River, and it wasn't. I was really hoping it was just a shot. It was right behind that black curtain that's hanging down. It did. I kid you not. It did this. It went, and then it was gone. And I was kept looking around, thinking maybe it was like a shadow or something. So I was looking for anything that could explain it away, but it was that same figure.
Okay.
Why?
What?
It said I'm playing games as I was explaining
Again?
that to you. When I
Again.
was telling you what I saw, it said I'm playing games.
Didn't it say that earlier too?
Whenever it said the Joel or jail,
Oh yeah.
and then fond memories here. Something is playing a game with us right now.
Think
Because
something just touched my shoulder.
yeah.
Not funny.
My throat feels like it's closing up.
Stop.
All
You need to back away from us.
right.
You're doing too much.
You are doing too much. That was weird. I feel like something is choking me. Anyway, do you have any other stories?
There's one creepy one that my dad will have to explain. Maybe he can come on one time.
Yeah.
Because it was his experience, but I tell it to everyone. But if it comes from him, it'll sound cooler.
Nice.
But another house I lived in Maryland was like a old small town beach house. We lived in a beach house there too. And it was literally like 1,400 square feet. And it was 5 of us.
That's a lot of people for that
Yeah.
square footage.
Yeah, there's one bathroom. Like
One.
One. Not any halves, just one. So,
Yikes.
the house was small.
No, really?
And there's a creepy crawl space under it that you can access through our hallway
You
closet.
have like homeless people living under there?
Probably.
Weird.
I didn't look.
Head. Yes, I did see a head peek around the corner.
Okay, stop it.
powerful. I don't think we're talking to a spirit anymore.
We're not talking to you.
We don't want any negative entities here. I might actually stop this because I really feel like something is choking me. I'm going to let it go for a little bit longer. But whatever is here, you do not have permission to touch us, harm us, enter our bodies, or try to possess us. You don't have permission to do any of that. You actually need to leave. We are protected. This place is protected. And you are not welcome to be here. You need to move to the next life. And if you are not a spirit or a ghost, as you will, that is stuck here, and you are a demon or another supernatural entity, you need to leave. You do not have permission to be here. You are also not allowed to follow us. I don't know. I don't know what that was. But now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna go with it was probably just River or Opie.
Yeah,
we're gonna go with that.
As you say.
So I'm gonna let you continue your 1,400 square foot, 1-bathroom house story.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, there's a creepy crawl space underneath that you could get access to from the inside of the house too. And the reason I say that is because this door, my little sister saw
Mavis again.
It never even repeated anything when we were out.
No, but this is the second time Mavis has come up. We've got Albert and Mavis twice. All right, what's your
Anyways.
story? Anyways.
That hall, or the closet that's got access to the under the house,
Yeah.
is right across the hall from our bathroom.
Ooh.
Bathroom is super creepy. One time I was in the bathroom, in the shower actually, and I heard like my parents screaming my name. And I got out and was like, what? Jeez. And they're like, what are you talking about?
Where was this at?
In Maryland.
Did you live near a wooded area?
Yeah.
Was it like near? It was near the woods, like a forested, like.
Yeah. The whole, our whole backyard was just woods.
Could it have been an epidermis crawler? I don't like to say the actual word because you're not supposed to. I mean, during the day it's not as bad, but you're not supposed to say what they're called. So I just call them epidermis crawlers. If you know, you know. I'm not going to say the actual thing that is. No, it's not. It wasn't. So whatever was.
Oh, no way. No way.
Oh,
No. I am done.
Okay, we're done with this. Okay, we're done talking. I'm going to turn off.
I'm not giving it that energy. I'm not.
We do not accept this energy. We want only good energy. Only light and love is allowed here. We are protected by the white light. We're going to end communication through the spirit talker right now, and we're going to continue on with the rest of our podcast. Thank you for speaking to us. Do you not hear that rumbling? Okay.
I'm just going to call it a car.
Yeah, me too. Thank you for speaking with us. Thank you for communicating with us. We appreciate the information that you have given us.
Thank you to the other spirits.
Yes, thank you to all of the other spirits that have spoken, but it is time to say goodbye. You do not have permission to follow us. You do not have permission to harm us, touch us, enter us at all. You need to leave and pass on to the next life, and you do not have permission, again, to follow us. Goodbye.
What the actual
crap?
Okay, while you were saying that, like, your last.
I said it was an epidermis crawler. It said, no, it's not. The woods. While she's talking about the woods, and we're talking about the woods behind the house that she was telling a story about.
Okay, the creepy thing is, at first, I was getting, like, hot, and it was
like someone was doing this to me this entire time.
My skin was going, like, not tingly, like, scratchy almost.
Yeah.
And then you just said goodbye, and now it's light and cold again.
Yeah.
I'm not even making that up. It sounds so fake. It sounds so fake.
No, after we end this podcast, we might have to end this podcast with the Lord's Prayer. Just for safety. But
it feels lighter.
Yeah.
Just because we said goodbye.
Yeah.
Like, it feels, like, free.
I don't feel like someone's trying to choke me anymore. Like, it hurt. It hurt. It felt like somebody was taking their hand, pushing right in here and lifting up. Like, it was hard to swallow.
What is going on?
You were saying.
So one time I heard everyone calling me, and then I came out, and they were like, "What are you talking about?" And I also sleptwalk in that house before, and I never sleptwalk anywhere else.
Yikes.
And my parents, they had a routine every day that we had a hot tub. In Maryland, it's cold. So they would go out to the hot tub after they put us to bed every day.
Mm-hmm.
It was like their routine. And we had a rule that when we went to bed, we didn't have to go to sleep. We just had to like go to our rooms.
Yeah.
And one night, they saw my light flashing on and off. And they were like, "What is she doing? It's like 10 p.m. Why is she not going to sleep?"
That's weird.
And they came in, and I was sitting in the living room, just like zoned out with the remote in my hand for the TV, but the TV wasn't on. And they were like,
Oh my gosh.
"Go back to bed."
Jeez. You know, sometimes I wonder if I ever said anything as a kid that made it seem like there was anything in any of the houses that we lived in. Like, sometimes you can ask a child, like how you were saying, "Hi, there's a man in your kitchen doing this." I want to know. I hope that's just the film developing. I want to know. There's an orb behind my head in the photo, but it's not fully developed, so I'm giving it time, and it might just be it can't be the green light. There is no green light over there. Anyway, I'm really hoping that's just the film. That's strange.
I'm just looking around you, wondering what that could have been.
I mean, the light is, I guess maybe, because the light is over there, but it's not behind me.
Well, why is it so bright right next to
I don't know. That is weird. It should be bright, not right behind my head. Maybe it's
Something's in front of me.
Oh man, let's let him finish developing. We'll look at him in a second.
Look.
That is my mic.
Okay.
Debunked.
Okay, right where that is, your hair is glowing.
Okay, good.
But
God.
it's like bright all the way around you, and that doesn't really make sense, but...
Weird. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know if I have any stories like that my mom is aware of me doing anything like that, like going and like saying hi to something that's not there, imaginary friends. I don't know if I ever had any imaginary friends.
You should ask her.
I should. I don't know why I've never talked about it before, like asked her about it.
Because sometimes parents will get freaked out, so they don't.
Maybe.
Or like they'll say it never happened.
Yeah. I mean, I have had things in my life that have happened that like are apparently false memories, which are really weird. That apparently they'd never happened. But I vividly remember certain things happening that apparently, nope, never happened. Never knew anybody like that. So I don't know.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I know. Maybe those are it. But I was definitely not a child. I was like, I was a child, but I wasn't like, there wasn't like when I was 12 or 13 or anything. I was younger than that. So I was like itty bitty child. And I remember stuff that apparently didn't actually happen. So I'm going to ask her if she knows anything. If I ever said anything like, "Oh, there's a person in the house."
That had to have been.
Yeah.
Me and my brother always said creepy stuff when we were little.
Oh my gosh.
Like my little brother, when he was like 4, we showed up to our house and he was like, "Mommy, what are all those people doing in the yard?"
Okay. I would have been like, "Excuse me? Hello? What people?"
Yeah. I think, I'm not going to say this because I don't know if it's true, but I'm pretty sure he called them like monsters or something. He was like, "What are the monsters doing in the yard?"
Ew, what the heck?
And every time I have dreams about Maryland, it's always at that house.
Oh.
Which, again, was surrounded by woods.
Just a chill on only my left leg.
Stop. Okay. Hope we did enough talking today.
Maybe. We might have to touch on our favorite paranormal TV shows and things like that later.
Yeah, on the next episode.
On the next episode of The REMPOD. On the next episode of The REMPOD. different choices.
Should we give a little hint of what our next podcast is about?
Yes, because I'm very excited about it. It's one of my favorite topics.
Give them a little sneak peek.
A little sneak peek. I will say this. Respect the Fae. Do not make fun of them and do not make them mad. Fairies can be your friend if you treat them respectfully. But yeah, that's I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. All right, so this episode we talked about the history of ghosts, possibly what Google says they are. They don't believe in them.
Yep. And then what scientifically could debunk a ghost, at least 6 reasons. There are plenty more. And there's a lot more on the subject of ghosts that we will eventually go over because
there's too much for one
episode.
Is
one of the few things, like haunting and investigations is the least scientifically researched thing, like mass study kind of research.
Yes.
It's just a bunch of individual people wanting to find evidence and prove. It is not actually being scientifically researched. And that's what we're doing and what all the other ghost hunters are doing. So there are plenty of scientific reasons to debunk a ghost. There are also plenty of scientific reasons why they can exist.
Yes. Which obviously we believe.
Yes.
Anyways, then we shared some of our experiences. We had Albert and
Mavis and Alice and Noah and Edith everybody kind of come to say hello.
They were featured today.
Somebody tried to choke me. I don't know. That was a weird one.
Yeah, let us know what you think about today's episode.
If you saw anything
oh gosh,
on either angles throughout this podcast, if you heard anything.
That camera.
Maybe it saw it. I don't know if it's facing right there. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
I'm over
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Ah! Okay. Ooh. Maybe. Maybe it caught it.
All right. Let us know also if we should have the spirit talker out every episode to see if it's something intelligent.
And then we can also, at some point, it would be very loud, but we can bring out an actual, like, REMPOD device.
Yeah.
That could be our centerpiece.
Yes.
We just have to be very careful not to
touch
it.
What if we just had like a candelabra type, but it was all REMPOD?
Oh my gosh. Just like different size REMPODs just on the table.
Yeah. Or like cat balls.
What if we had a REMPOD at every section of the room and it went off in order as though something was walking?
Okay, wait.
Could you imagine if that happened?
Next episode, we really have to
We need to actually get like more than just one REMPOD.
Yeah. Next episode, we should like put this somewhere you can see.
Yeah. We need to get like a camera angle for both of us. And then we can have this sitting up.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then we'll post these to see you put your face in this. We'll post both of these up and we'll see if we see anything once they're finally fully developed.
Yeah. Let us know what you see in the Polaroids. But until next time, Ghoul Gang. Bye.
Bye. The spooky ghost. It's the end of the podcast. It's the end of the podcast. We're turning off the REM podcast.
We actually make.
I want to turn that into an actual exercise.
Yes.
Just real quick, we went to go turn off the cameras to get ready to just end things and be done. She turned that camera off. I go to turn this camera off. It's already off because it died. This is the one that River said would not die because the battery had been freshly freaking charged.
So now we have to see how
Remember
much.
how I said I felt I was being choked?
Yeah. It took that. You even said we should check the batteries to see.
Uh-huh. And we didn't. We said we would after that next break, and we did not. And ooh, I wonder. I hope it didn't like lose the clip.
Yeah, we need to check
because Sony's,
that.
I know, sometimes are bad about doing that. Okay, just a little quick after bit. Enjoy that bonus clip. Bye.